Hello everybody, welcome to the Ashley's Glitter Factory. Today I'll be reading Chapter 16 from the Grimrose Girls. Chapter 16 is called Ella. Rory marched down the street before Ella could stop her. It wasn't unlike Rory to do that. She'd explode, go on a rampage, crawl back later meekly. She'd go for a run and return dripping with sweat, honing her body into something bigger, into something better, into a weapon and a shield to protect her from the hurt. It was just how she was. Ella knew it the day she met her. What she didn't know was how Yuki would respond, standing next to her, still as the mountains on the horizon. Ella wanted to reach out, but thought better of it. Keeping her hands on the bags heavy with fabric, she couldn't wait to get home and get started. Ella tried not to think that she'd be making one less gown than she'd ought. The morning had been fine. They hung out together, talked about class and dresses and Alethea's plan for the ball, and all of it had been normal. All of it was supposed to be, except it wasn't. There was no Ari to make them hang back because she was tired of walking, no Ari to roar her loud laugh in their ears and make everyone in restaurants look at her, no Ari to tell them elaborate stories about each of their classmates, no Ari to hum to herself while they walked. There was no Ari with her bright hair, with her big green eyes, her soothing and beautiful voice. There was no Ari, and it was all wrong. Ella tried not to focus on it because she still had Yuki, she still had Rory, they were all still friends, but she had Ari too, and to be here without her felt like a betrayal. To enjoy something where Ari should be, but never would be again, felt like something she shouldn't enjoy it at all. We should go get ice cream, Ella said lightly, watching Yuki's face. Yuki nodded, her eyes still fixed somewhere in the distance. You know how Rory is, Ella said, venturing her thoughts. She'll get over this. You told me to read the book, too. Ella turned to her. Because you're good at figuring things out. Because maybe you'll find something. Yuki still didn't look at her. Her hair was tied into a knot on top of her head, tucked with a red band. She looked calm and overwhelmingly beautiful. Sometimes Ella would look at her best friend and feel her breath catch, even after all these years. How are you so sure? She asked. Her voice was softer than usual, a whisper afraid to be let out. Ella didn't know what to make of that. Yuki was never afraid. What do you mean? Ella asked, frowning. How are you so sure that there's even something to find? Yuki repeated. How can you know? Ella blinked, feeling the loss of Irene between them. Now all that was left was to free them, each trying to find the way they fit, even when a part of the puzzle had gone missing, struggling to keep themselves together. What's the alternative? Ella finally asked. That we failed her? Yuki shuddered, and Ella felt it as if it were her own. You didn't fail her, Yuki said, and neither did you. Yuki finally turned to face her, and Ella recognized her best friend again, still seeing a part of that fear, but Ella understood where it came from, where it was going to lead them if they didn't acknowledge it, because Yuki was also right. Irene was dead. There was nothing they could do to change the fact. They couldn't bring her back, they couldn't act like she wasn't gone. Leaving it at that, though, meant forgetting. It meant that Irene had died, and the had world swallowed her up, and that one day they'd wake up as if nothing had happened except it had. The only way to honor Ari was to find out what truly happened. Maybe the book won't offer us anything, Ella said, but maybe it will. Maybe we'll find something we didn't know, and maybe we won't. Right, Ella agreed, but we'll have tried. Yuki nodded. Finally, her eyes distant once again. Come on, Ella nudged her slightly with one of the bags. We can still get some ice cream. It cures everything. They walked side by side, and Ella watched her friend carefully, afraid that she was looking at something made of glass that was about to break if she touched it the wrong way. Okay, everybody, that is the end of Chapter 16. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye!